All right, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the man, Adado. Welcome back to the channel. Today is very exciting because we're finally gonna be doing the exhaust system for my 2021 Lamborghini Diavel 1260. It's a Termignoni system that I got from Manny at Moto Million. Christina Wiener is over here. She's gonna do the unboxing for us, and then we're gonna try to do it all in this video. It's gonna be quite a bit of work, but we'll see what we get done. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, the beautiful Christina K is gonna do the unboxing for us. We missed her in the last video. So again, Termignoni exhaust system for the Ducati Diavel 1260. It's a 3/4 system or like a 2/4 system, however you wanna say it. But it still is gonna save a lot of weight, which I'm very excited about. So I got this through Manny at Moto Million. Don't forget, you can all your motorcycle parts. Where any part in the world you can get from them. And normally this comes with an up map for all the regular Diavels. So when you put this on, obviously it's going to change the fueling. You remove the servo valve, then you want to do an up map for the bike, and it comes with a flash at the dealership. Now, from what I've gathered, the Diavel Lamborghini edition has different software on it, and you actually don't even have an up map available for this bike yet for this exhaust, and there might not ever be one. Supposedly you don't need it. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, and if anyone has any information, you're watching this video about that, let me know in the comment section below. Oh, we got another keychain. Another keychain. Nice. I love these keychains. Yeah. But yeah, as far as I know, you don't need an up map for this. The ECU can do some adaptive learning, and hopefully that will be enough to figure it out. If I ride it and it feels weird, then maybe I'll talk to some dealerships, but as far as I know, we shouldn't need an up map for it. If Termi ever does come out with an up map, it'll be on our T800 unit, and we'll go ahead and grab one then. But okay, so yeah, so here's the main exhaust system. It's gonna replace this big canister, and before people start complaining about this exhaust saying it's custom made for the Lamborghini Diavel, it's not. It's the exact same system. All they did was get a carbon piece cover. That's all it is. It's just a carbon cover, and it sounds like a vacuum cleaner regardless of how it looks. And you guys know I love things that look good, but at the end of the day, riding this bike is what's important to me, and this exhaust sounds like dog shit. So this is gonna make a massive difference, and I actually love how this thing looks as well. With the slash cut under both sides, it's really, really cool, and it's probably gonna save 10 to 15 pounds and add about 10 to 12 horsepower, so that's 100% worth it in my book. And you guys are gonna see, we should fire this up real quick, give them a before and after. So we'll do that. It teases out everything that was in there. That's it. Thank you, Manny, from Moto Million. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Christina, for the unboxing. Don't forget, she has all of her social medias linked in my description below. Let's start up the bike one last time, and then we'll get to work. Let you guys hear the vacuum cleaner. It's the lock button first. Yeah, it turns it on. Yep, then that starts it. It's not loud, team. We won't get it too hot. Yeah, go ahead. Sounds like dog shit. It sounds like dog shit. Yeah, we can all agree on that. So okay, let's start disassembling stuff. All right, so starting off by removing this belly panel here, and I believe we got to pull the battery out, but I'm not sure. I watched the Diavel removal that we did, so it's a little bit different. It's funny because it's the same motor, very similar bike platform, but it actually looks like it might be a little bit less annoying down in this area here. We had to drop the whole oil cooler down. We had to do a lot of different things. Remove the battery, like I mentioned. We had to loosen the header pipe on the left-hand side in order to get the muffler off on the Diavel. So I'm not sure if we're gonna have to go through all that or not, but it was quite the install. I think it took us like 5 hours at the dealership at the time. Since this is gonna be a while, I decided to bust out a Lancaster Brewing Co. Blue Trail. It's lemon blueberry shandy, and it's really, really good. So I'm gonna sip on one of these while Dado's trying to get the servo motor out. But I think I was just talking to him off camera. We're gonna try and take apart as little of this as possible. But sometimes you end up taking more time to try to get things out without taking things apart. So I told Dado, use your discretion, take apart what you need to take apart. What are you doing in here, Dado?
I'm trying to release this metal clip here.
Taking a bunch of stuff apart.
Yeah, I love doing this stuff.
He actually does. That's the thing. This scares the shit out of me. Looking at this stuff, Dado loves it.
Not me.
Is that coming out? Oh yeah.
So servo motor's out.
Yep. And I think we have a plug for that. which is sweet. So keep that puppy handy.
Yeah, so
awesome, dude.
Cable goes to the exhaust. We'll disconnect it there. And
That means, yep.
Then we got a servo buddy that plugs into here, and then we'll gently shove everything back together. Take everything out that's hardware that we don't need.
Okay. So what's the next step, do you think? Start to take this apart back here? Or do you want to?
I think I want to take this clip out so it doesn't rattle. There's another clip back here that holds the servo motor. We don't need it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dig that out and then we'll work our way back.
It's crazy there's no directions. Like I looked online for like a how-to Termi exhaust, excuse me, how-to Termi exhaust install, and there's literally no directions online. The only ones I could find were ones from my own videos. It's crazy how there's not that many people that either do these or film these or whatever, because usually the Ducati dealerships do them. So yeah, if you're looking for a how-to on how to install a Termi exhaust on your Diavel, here you go. All right, so he's moving up to the top of the exhaust here because he thinks that he's gonna need to get to some bolts behind that to actually drop down the big ass muffler here. And I was just telling Dado, I don't think I've seen a single Lamborghini exhaust or Lamborghini Diavel get an exhaust on the internet. I haven't even seen anyone ride this bike on the internet. Have you guys, let me know in the comment section below, have you seen anyone riding these bikes on the internet? Because I haven't. But I think this is the world's first Termi exhaust on this bike. I really do, which is sad because I've had it for about, what, 3 months now? And obviously I've just been busy with the move and everything, or else this would have been done a lot sooner.
So,
is that what we needed?
Shield is off, and this big bolt here kept the muffler assembly on. So I'm gonna get these exhaust, by the way, that's really hot.
Yeah.
Get these springs with my awesome spring tool.
Yeah.
And then we can actually do without taking this out.
Yeah.
This
that all stays.
Yep, so we're gonna undo that and then we're gonna move over to the other side.
Cool. So Dado just said there's one spring holding that exhaust on, that's it. Although that, what? You're right.
Well, for this, what's it called? For that slip joint there.
Did you take this bolt out already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did. We gotta move over to the other side.
Okay. All right, next bolt for the muffler assembly here is this guy right, of course it's a different size.
Damn it,
Dado, why would it be the same size? It doesn't make, that makes too much sense. So yeah, once this is gone, the only thing holding it in now, it would be obviously the slip joint up there and the slip joint right here. But this is the one that made it a pain in the ass on the X Diavel to get out, and that's why we had to loosen the headers on that. But the headers on the X Diavel were a lot harder to get to. You had to, basically, we had to drop the whole oil pan. The fairing went like a different spot here. So here, look, you can see 1, 2 of them right there, and you can get to the other one on the other side just to loosen this a little bit to give us enough wiggle room to get that muffler out. So this might be easier. I'm just gonna cross my fingers here. We'll see what happens. All right, so one more spring. This one will be reused, right? Will we reuse these? Unless they provided new ones.
I think it came with new ones.
Okay.
I didn't actually check because Teens undid all the boxes and stuff. We may have to loosen this.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Let's see here.
And you think that's everything that was connected?
Yeah, I mean, we get a big pry bar. Something will come out.
I remember the issue was, oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, I think we have to go that way.
Yeah, but the problem is you can't go that way, Dado, because this pipe's going this way. That's what the issue was.
So what I'm saying is we have to come out of this joint as well. In order to do that, I do think we have to loosen that. But I'm going to try just a little bit longer.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, Dado said you really don't want to screw with this, because if you bend or screw up either of these pipes that are staying, that's a major problem. You can have exhaust leaks and stuff like that. So what he's going to do is loosen these a little bit. It's nice because you don't have to take them off all the way. You just need a little bit of wiggle room to loosen this to get it to enough to squeeze this way so that it'll slide out, and then it'll come right off the top as well. So we're gonna loosen the headers and go from there. Look at that. That's a normal size wrench. Can you believe that? Guys, poor Dado has been sitting here. Look at that, the amount that he can turn that. It's been about 5 minutes of loosening one header bolt.
Come on, Jared, don't exaggerate.
It's
6.5.
It's just crazy because there's really no other solution to it. This is why they don't make a full system for this bike, because you'd have to like tear the whole damn thing apart. And
the ratcheting wrench doesn't fit in there because there's literally like a millimeter of clearance.
That's crazy. That's just one bolt. I don't even know how we're gonna get to the other ones. Or nut, I should say.
The other nut on the other side.
Yeah. All right, Dado's got the weirdest little, what is this thing? socket wrench?
It's a little ratcheting wrench,
Look at
but
that.
it's super thin and tiny. Like,
wow.
look at this.
Yeah, so like any sort of normal socket wrench, you could not get in there.
And it's got a weird angle on it, so we got to go all the way in here.
Look at that.
And there's just enough room to fit a thin wall socket, but it's loosening.
All day long you're gonna be there doing that. Going back and forth.
Well, we can be here 3 weeks long instead.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, see this nut right here? This header nut? Can't get to it. We can put wrenches on it, but can't turn it because of all this shit here. Can't get to it from this side, so I guess now we're gonna, what are we trying to do, drop this whole tray down, Dotto?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna try to drop this whole dang tray down, which I don't know how much that's gonna help because of these stupid oil cooler lines that are running right through here. So it could end up being, we're heading down the rabbit hole at this point, so wish us luck. All right, so it almost gave us enough room to get it from the other side, but unfortunately we can't quite get there. So next we're taking the dang battery out, and then we'll see what it looks like after that. Dotto actually has a nice lithium battery, so if it fits, I might just swap the battery while we're at it too. Oh, that's a lot thinner.
Way thinner.
I'm glad that we looked at this. Damn, that's a really small battery.
Yep. And it has to fit in this tray, so you're SOL, buddy.
All right, so after we've gone deep into the rabbit hole, Dotto's able to start twisting this thing a few tiny turns at a time. Now let's just pray we don't have to take the whole header off. Yeah, in order to get it. So we're gonna be here for another 15 minutes. Yeah, he's got battle wounds. God, this is ridiculous. I was hoping I was gonna be riding this thing today, and I don't think that's gonna happen now. All right, well, Dotto loosened the header nuts enough to pull that puppy down. Look at that. That thing is freaking massive. What?
Weighs a ton.
All right, so we'll put all the stock stuff on the scale and find out how much it weighs right now. Isn't it ridiculous? Look at that. People are like, dude,
ready?
Keep the stock exhaust.
Watch my screen, ready?
Helm deep. Hey, look at that thing. And people are telling me keep that on the bike. Are you guys out of your mind? We just removed a cancerous tumor off my Lamborghini Diavel.
It's not a tumor.
It's not the tumor. All right, put that on there. Let's see where we're at. Make sure the servo motor's hanging on this bitch too. Good God. Look at that. 22 pounds, almost 23 pounds. Yeah, because there's other hardware and shit too, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Because we're not gonna reuse that. I mean, plus the springs. I think we'll reuse this, yes.
Okay.
But let's just call it 23. Yeah, we'll call it 23 pounds.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, we don't need to add every single nut and bolt. Look at that, 23 pounds. We're gonna call it. Let's put the new one on. All right, so we got the new exhaust on here. Look at that, 10 pounds, which means 13 pounds of weight savings with just an exhaust. I'm also gonna order a lithium battery to replace this guy, which is gonna save us another 7 or so pounds. So that's 20 pounds off the bike, and we've already saved 9 pounds off the bike from that. So that'll be almost 30 pounds of weight savings off my Lamborghini Diavel that people told me, don't touch, Jared, it's perfect as it is. No, it's not until it gets Campisi certified. So to clarify, it doesn't come with a servo buddy. It's actually just a plug that keeps like what, moisture out and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's got rubber caps.
Yeah.
It keeps water from getting in there, and it basically just seals that shut.
So that's all it is. Done. All right, what's the next step here?
So there's these lead cancer-causing slip joint gaskets.
Okay.
So they slide right in there like that.
Oh.
And then this guy's gonna be facing this way.
Yeah.
Like that on the bike.
Uh-huh.
We got a pipe here.
Yep.
Mating this without busting up the gasket's gonna be the hardest part. Right here.
Yeah.
And then this guy and this.
Uh-huh.
They all have to mate together.
So which one do you put in first, do you think? The top one?
I think because they made this into 2 pieces, it makes life a lot easier
yeah.
to clip them together.
Yep.
So I'd say this piece goes in
That's what
first,
I think so too.
and then slide the bottom in and
Okay.
finagle this around. So,
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, so I actually had to hop on and do a voice recording over this clip. I was giving some wrong information to you guys, and I didn't want that to be in the video. So long story short, this exhaust ended up not being the right one for our bike. I talked to Manny. He sent out a new version of the exhaust, but we didn't have a chance to actually install the exhaust for about a month of what you're seeing right now, everything you've seen up to this point. So basically, we have the new exhaust. We're going to start installing the new exhaust in the next clip. And I would recommend, if you guys are going to get a Termi exhaust for your Diavel or X Diavel, contact your dealership. Make sure you get the part number for your specific bike model and year. And then if you want, you can order it through Manny at Moto Million. Just give him the part number for your specific bike so you make sure that it works properly first. Okay, enjoy the rest of the video. So now we have the right system. We already checked to make sure everything's good. So thank you, Manny, for that. I appreciate it. And now we can get this hooked up. And I believe this one actually is titanium as well, which is awesome. So, oh, did we ever weigh the other stuff, Dado? I don't even remember.
What's that?
Let's put this exhaust on the scale and see how much it weighs. All right, so got the new exhaust on the scale. I actually don't remember what the weight was of the old exhaust, so I'll just put the weight savings up on the screen. This one weighs 10 pounds. I think the other one was 24 or 27. So these are either 14 pounds or 17 pounds. I also, in the meantime, ordered a lithium battery, an anti-gravity battery. So let's see what the difference is between these as well. All right, stock battery is heavy as shit. Holy crap. 8 pounds, 11 ounces. Okay, so almost 9 pounds. Let's see what this one weighs. Dado said it feels like a toy. Let's see what we got here.
Oh my God, look at that.
Don't push it down, you dick. 2 pounds. So we just say 6 pounds right here with just a battery, dude. And I think 14 pounds with the exhaust.
Dude, that's like one of my poops.
20 pounds. Yeah, 20 pounds of weight savings right there.
The battery's massive difference.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I actually already shaved, I think 10 pounds off the bike. So that's gonna be 30 pounds of weight savings right there. All right, awesome, let's swap the battery. All right, so what's going on here with this battery?
Put the battery in. There's a little rubber anti-vibration sleeve. Fits perfect. Everything fit fine except for when you go to put the ground on, it doesn't, like the bolt will go in that way and then it hits up against here.
Oh.
It doesn't, see how it doesn't line up properly. The other side's upside down, so
that'll be okay.
Yeah, that'll be good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually shave this down just enough for it to clear.
Okay.
And then we'll be good to go.
Perfect. Ooh, that hurts. So look at that. Shaved a little bit off the bottom there. Fits perfect.
Shavy shave.
Like a good love. So if you're looking for a battery, a lithium battery for your Diavel 1260 anti-gravity A12-BS. So you can just go online and search for one of those. I ended up buying this myself. I don't remember where I got it from. But yeah, just go online and search for that on Google. Dado said we can still use this tender, but you have to make sure that you use a charger that is for the lithium battery, which is different than a regular charger.
Yeah, so a lot of people say, it doesn't matter, I use it with mine all the time. Will a regular charger actually charge your lithium ion battery? Yes. Does it cause damage? Probably.
Yeah.
Every charger is different too. Like
it can catch on fire.
The amperage, yeah. You don't want to overcharge or cause the battery to get so hot that it...
But the beauty about lithium batteries is they say this can last up to a year sitting without being trickle charged, anything. And as long as you ride it at least once a year, this thing will have a charge and will crank your bike up. So in my opinion, I've never had to charge a bike ever because I ride them more frequently, you know, at least a few times a month. So, all right, so I told Dado, I do have good ideas here now and then. Before we put all this back together, we should test this battery to make sure the bike starts. So I click this, nothing happens. And I'm like, do we have everything plugged in right? Dado's like, yeah, let me grab my multimeter. He plugs it in, it has 1 volt. Is that what it had?
1.1 volt.
1.1 volts, okay? So he goes, here, I have a charger, I'll throw it on the charger. He grabs that thing over there. We hook it up, and he's like, okay, I'll let it start charging, but we were trying to find the ones that has like a tender to it. That way, in case we bump this while we're working, it doesn't, you know what I mean, stop working. So it took us 5 minutes.
Maybe.
To look for, yeah, maybe.
I told Jared, I said I have a really good freaking charger.
Yeah.
I throw it on, 5 minutes later.
We come over.
I come over and I'm like, I'm looking at the charger, I'm like, it says it's 95% charged. I'm like, let me put my multimeter on it. I throw it on there.
Look at this.
13.19 volts. And Jared's like, it can't be. Flips the switch.
Yeah, I was like, no way. Hit the switch, turns on, everything turns on. So here's my question right now is, why does my phone take 6 hours to charge, but we can charge a 13 volt battery in 5 minutes? You know what I mean? fitting the exhaust right now. We just fit the exhaust on. This went on so much easier than the other one. One thing that we don't like right now is the spring right here. It just doesn't feel tight enough. So Dado's gonna check and see if he has actually a smaller spring than this one. I'm not sure why that would be the case, but other than that, the exhaust looks freaking badass. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So we still have to tighten all these header bolts. We got to get the springs on, the bracket for the exhaust, all that kind of stuff. But there's a little taste of how it looks, and I love it. All right, so Dado, you had a spring that worked a little bit better. It was a little bit shorter. So now we like how this feels. And of course, we still have the actual bracket. Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be one of the main things that holds it on. So we're gonna put that on next. All right, folks. Putting on the belly panel. Dado and I took a break to eat some food.
This isn't even right.
We're back at it. The exhaust looks phenomenal. I was a little bit worried about.
This was exhausting.
Yeah, it was.
Get it?
I was a little bit worried about how the silver was gonna look, because obviously there's no silver on the bike, but I think it looks badass. I thought about ceramic coating the entire thing, but I don't know. Dado said it might look a little cheap if you did it, powder coat, ceramic coat, whatever.
I'm not taking it back off.
No, I'm happy with it. We actually used some steel, what is it, Dado? Steel wool? Yeah, steel wool. We polished this so that it matched, the steel matched the titanium, and it looks incredible. So what we're gonna do is finish assembly, then we'll start it up with baffles, let you hear it, and then we'll pull the baffles out and let you hear it without the baffles. But man, I am freaking excited. All right, so we ended up going late into the morning last night to finish this puppy up. So here we are, we're back at my place. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start it up with the baffles in. Yeah, it's early in the morning today, so thank God my neighbors are far away.
Yeah, it is early.
If any of my neighbors are watching, I apologize. All right, here we go. Oh my God, that's annoying, right? That's really, that's loud. And with the baffles in, that's really annoying. Okay, rev it a couple times before it gets too hot. Yeah, I love the crackles, dude. All right, that guys, those baffles make it stupid high pitch. It's really annoying, in my opinion. Like when people say, oh, baffles keep it quieter, I can't ride without the baffles. Wait until you hear the difference on this exhaust with these baffles out. And luckily, it's easy to get them out. Just one screw, pop it right out. Look at that. See, that's why I didn't want you to let it get too warm. And it looks way better too. Look at the flow compared to with those baffles in there. I'm so excited for this, guys. Holy shit. I rode it home last night. It was ridiculous. Did it sound good when I was leaving, Dado?
Yeah, I was telling Jared, it reminds me a little bit of his R8 when it's like the tone and, you know, when he shifts and everything.
Oh, dude, the downshifts on this. I can't wait to do the first ride on this thing with the exhaust.
A little bit.
Okay. So now we can start it up again.
This is my favorite.
Listen to the difference, guys. So much better. I think it's not as loud, you know?
It's not as annoying as deep.
Not nearly as annoying, but this is still loud, like for sure. I'm not crazy about that. I wish they had a better solution, but look how cool that thing is. Look at that. All right, hold on. Let me get to the same spot. All right, go ahead. How sick is that?
I was gonna say, I don't know if they can even hear you when you're talking.
That's true. Yeah.
He was saying about the side stand.
Yeah.
bracket.
Yeah.
I don't like how it looks, but it's got to be there.
Yeah, or else the side stand will hit the exhaust, which they had a lot of complaints about. And actually, the rubber piece they provide us with is just that first part right there. And Dado found this one from the battery area, and we just swapped them over because actually this was too thick for the battery anyway, for the lithium battery we had. So there you go, guys.
I cannot wait till one, the baffles are like a little bit burnt in, broken in. And
the mufflers, you mean?
Just inside the, you know.
The packing.
The packing.
Yeah.
And then I cannot wait until we're on it. And like this is.
Oh, dude, just coming home last night. Like I told Dado, I bought this bike in March of this year, and the day I bought it, I've been waiting for this right here.
Last night, Jared's like, so Dado, I really want to get this done tonight and ride it.
I know.
I'm like so tired,
dude.
You know? I'm like, all right,
hey,
man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I know that was it wouldn't have been nearly as much work if we had taken it all apart and put it right back on at the same time, but because we had a 3-week delay from having issues with getting the right exhaust, it turned into a nightmare. I didn't show a lot of it because we wanted to get it done, so I just didn't want to be sitting there dicking around with filming and stuff. But it took a lot longer than it should have. But yeah, like I said, we polished that pipe up so it all matched. People said I should have ceramic coated it. It looks fine when people do it. I've seen some bikes to do it, but to do it right so that it's not gonna like burn the color out and stuff, you got to make sure you do it right, or else it's gonna look like a bag of dicks. So I think this is the safest way to do it. It's titanium, we polished the pipe, it's gonna look great together, and I'm super happy. So there you go, guys. I think this is the first Lamborghini Diavel in the world with a Termignoni exhaust system on it. The next mods I'll do on this bike is probably a clear clutch, and I'll do a chain and sprockets, and then I'll do like some front fork protection. We did the lithium battery already. I'll do a black axle nut, or what is it called?
Axle nuts.
Axle nuts, yeah, for the rear. And then that's probably it. It doesn't need a lot of stuff. I've had some offers on this bike for $100,000 that don't want to sell it, and actually they're selling for even more than that now. So I'm just gonna hang on to this bad boy. It's gonna be part of the stables. I think that's it for now.
Hell yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to check out all the other videos on my channel, and we'll see you guys soon for a first ride on this bad boy.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah. See you guys.